few years ago when we were looking out into the garden, and I remember saying to Vicky that it would be really nice to have a big body of water there so that the trees are reflected in it and we get the sun and the wind on the water. And then about 6 years ago we started on that project, and that's what we've ended up with, a big body of water, which is a swimming pond actually, so we use it as well. But you can see the big sweep of the path round one end, and I love those stepping stones that come through the lawn, and they're the same units that are used on the path. They're made from Forest of Dean stone and cut in a mill that generates its own electricity from hydroelectric. So it's a UK stone cut with renewable energy. And then you can see how it swings round the end of the pool in a curve, and then there are some broad steps heading down into a more informal area below the pool. And when you get down to the bottom, when you turn round and look back up towards the house, you get beautiful views of the sweep of the geometry. And then across the water to the deck at the other end of the pool, there's also really nice views. And from the house you get great views out across the fields and to the sunset. There's a pebble area around the edge of the lawn that goes down into the pool, which traps any nutrients running off the lawn. The deck's made from UK sourced Western red cedar, so it's naturally durable. My favourite plants in the garden are probably not plants that are around at this time of year, but if you go out now, there are some great things in the garden still. These hellebores are great. Everybody loves hellebores, and at this time of year they're fantastic. But the purple and the white flowers, and also the foliage, is really, really nice. It's just so cheery at a time when there's really very little else around. I think one plant that people don't think of as a winter plant is cardoon, Cynara cardunculus, and that is really majestic, and it stays looking like this all the way through the winter. And if you look down into the crown of the plant, you get a great sense of the structure of the plant, and of course it grows and explodes into fantastic foliage after that. Brunnera, Jack Frost, great little plant, really cheerful at this time of year. And also Omphalodes, this is Cherry Ingram, beautiful blue flowers, very nice bright colour in amongst the sort of gloomy stuff that you mostly see at the back of borders now. So that's also really pretty. I like viburnums. At this time of year, most plants that flower need quite heavily scented flowers in order to be able to attract what pollinators there are around. And you can almost smell from the pictures the flowers from this viburnum. I don't actually know which variety it is because it was already here when we arrived, but it's very like Carlcephalon. Iris pallida, sweet little thing, not used very much, and although it's showier later in the year, these little variegated spears are really nice and a really nice backdrop to everything else that's going on. So those are my favourite plants from this time of the year. Anything that flowers around now also has a really strong scent, so it's a pity you can't smell them. I hope you also enjoyed the virtual tour of my garden. Come and take a dip in the swimming pond anytime you like, although it is a bit cold just at the moment. Bye for now.